My precious child, stop right where you are, just for this moment. You did not arrive at these words through any random sequence of events. I personally directed your path here because something in your heart has finally opened wide enough to receive what I have been waiting to say. Listen with everything you have, because woven into what follows is something I have been holding in reserve, guarding it carefully, waiting with extraordinary patience for the exact moment when you were ready to carry it. My beloved child, you are here because this is the moment I specifically prepared for you. Every road you have traveled, every tear that has fallen from your eyes, every battle you fought in silence where no one else could see you, every single one of those things was movement. All of it was bringing you forward to this precise second. For a long time, you have carried a quiet question underneath everything else, wondering whether I was truly engaged with your life, whether your prayers were actually reaching me or dissolving into nothing, whether I genuinely saw the things you were walking through, or whether you were somehow invisible in the middle of your pain. My dear one, let me answer that question once and for all. I heard every word you ever spoke to me. I saw every single tear. I was present in every difficult night that felt like it would never end. I carried you through more than you realized. The reason I held certain things back from you was never indifference, and it was never forgetfulness. Some truths carry such weight, such transformative power, that they require a heart of a specific depth and strength before they can be properly received. Releasing them too early would not have been kindness. It would have been the opposite. You have been growing in ways that have not always been visible to you. The growth that happens in the hidden places is often the most significant kind. And today, your heart has arrived at the place of readiness I always knew it would reach. This is the moment you have been approaching, without fully knowing it. Everything that felt like waiting was actually arriving. Told you everything that felt like silence was actually preparation happening beneath the surface of what you could see. My child, nothing you have walked through has been without purpose. Not a single moment of it has been wasted. I watched every instance of betrayal that left you questioning who you could trust. I was present for every disappointment that landed on you when you were already carrying too much. I felt the particular ache of your loneliness in the moments when you were surrounded by people and still somehow completely alone. I witnessed the silent hopelessness you never put into words, because putting it into words felt like admitting something you were not ready to admit. But even in every one of those darkest moments, I was not watching from a distance. I was holding you together from the inside, building something in you that you could not yet see or name. A courage and a depth that the easier road could never have produced. What looked like endless delay from your perspective looked entirely different from mine. What felt like unanswered prayers and abandoned dreams was my protection operating in a form you were not yet able to recognize. If I had placed in your hands what you were asking for, before your hands were strong enough to hold it properly, it would not have been a blessing. It would have been a burden. My love for you is too specific and too attentive for that kind of carelessness. I knew with complete precision the moment you would be ready, and I guided every step of your journey toward this intersection of your preparation and my promise. Now, I am beginning to draw back the covering from things I have kept hidden. You will begin to perceive things that previously made no sense to you. Questions that have lived in the deepest part of your heart for years are going to begin receiving answers that actually satisfy them. The picture of your life that has seemed fragmented and contradictory is going to start revealing its coherence. Every delay is going to show itself as a form of preparation. Every trial is going to reveal the specific strength it deposited in you. Every moment of confusion that drove you to seek me more honestly is going to show itself as a bridge that was carrying you closer to me all along. My ways have always operated above the level your eyes could access. My plans have always been larger than the portion of them visible to you. But the hidden parts were never absent. They were simply waiting for the right moment to come into view. My precious child, I am asking you now to trust me with a completeness you haven't yet offered. I am opening things that have been sealed for a long time. Promises that appear to have expired are being reactivated. Dreams you had given a quiet funeral are being breathed back into life. I am dispatching my angels to move alongside you right now, to lift what has been pressing down on you, to bring restoration to the wounds that have been aching, and to settle into your heart a peace so deep and so steady that no storm in your future will be able to uproot it. But I need you to receive this message with the full weight it carries. Do not let it slip past you as just another thing you encountered today. Do not allow familiarity with the language of faith to dull the sharpness of what I am speaking directly into your life right now. This is the moment you have been praying toward, without always knowing what you were praying toward. These are the clear instructions I am giving you. Release the bitterness that has taken up residence in places inside you that were not built to house it. Choose forgiveness for the ones who caused you real pain, not because what they did was acceptable, but because the chains that unforgiveness builds are wrapped around the one who refuses to forgive. Let go of the fears you have been gripping. Surrender yourself fully into my love without holding any part of yourself in reserve. Your willingness to do these things in this moment is the key that opens what I have stored away for you. Do not walk away from this. Do not return to the comfortable distance and tell yourself you will engage with this more seriously another time. The blessings positioned just beyond your obedience right now are not small things. If you believe you are chosen and loved, let that truth settle into you fully. My beloved, I am not requiring you to understand the full picture before you take the next step. What I am asking for is simply trust. Trust that the road ahead of you, even the parts you cannot see, is already held securely in my hand. Trust that every tear you have released was watering something, seeds of blessing, preparing even now to break through the surface into the visible portion of your life. Trust that the things that once had chains around you are losing their grip as you receive these words, and that a freedom is moving toward you that you have not yet fully tasted. You have asked me many times, in the quiet of your own heart, when will it finally be my turn? My dear one, today is the answer to that question. The season of waiting is giving way to something new. The sorrow that has been a familiar companion is beginning the process of transformation. The confusion that has blurred your vision is being replaced by a clarity that will allow you to move forward with direction and confidence. Every hurt you absorbed is being converted into a strength specific to the shape of your calling. I have watched you develop through everything you have faced. I have seen you become someone who carries more wisdom, more compassion, and more genuine humility than the person you were before the hard seasons came. And now, I am telling you, with the full weight of my love and my authority behind it, you are ready for what I have set aside specifically for you. In the moments just ahead of you, something will shift in your experience of my presence. A quietness will arrive that has a different quality than ordinary calm. A peace will settle into you that exceeds anything your circumstances can produce or explain. The warmth of my closeness will become something you can sense, rather than simply something you believe in the abstract. Do not be startled by it. Do not question it away. That is me, drawing nearer to you than I have been in a long time. Not because I moved away, but because you are now positioned to receive what was always available. You are stepping across a threshold into something genuinely beautiful, something that exceeds what your imagination has constructed as the best possible version of your future. Trust what I am doing. Move forward without anchoring yourself to what is behind you. The past has released its grip on your future. Your path forward is secure and clear and held in my hand, and your heart is ready for everything I am bringing into it. My beloved child, receive what I am about to say and let it settle deep. I see with complete clarity every single thing that has been sitting on you. I see the burdens that have been living on your shoulders for so long. You have begun to believe they simply belong there. I see the questions that replay themselves in your mind and resist resolution. I see the battles you have been fighting in the interior of your life, where no one else has visibility. You have constructed a version of yourself for the world that projects a stability you haven't always felt. You have offered smiles from a face that was masking a breaking heart. You have kept moving forward by sheer determination, when the honest truth was that stopping to rest felt like a luxury you could not afford. And in every single one of those moments, I was right there beside you, quietly supplementing what your own strength could not sustain, steadying you every time you began to tilt. My child, I need you to hear this with the fullness of what I mean by it. I am proud of you, genuinely, and specifically proud. I know those words may land in a place that has not heard them often enough, or has not believed them when they arrived. But I mean every syllable. I am proud of the choice you made to face each new day, even when the previous one left you less equipped for it. Proud of the decision to keep trusting when the evidence visible to your eyes was not particularly encouraging. Proud of every small forward movement you made in seasons where the path was too dark to see clearly. Your faithfulness in the unobserved moments, the choices you made when no one was watching, and there was no external reward for making the right one, has not escaped my attention. I have watched every decision who made to reach toward hope when despair was the easier option, to extend kindness when bitterness would have required less of you, to choose faith when fear was making a louder argument. Today, I am offering you genuine rest from the weight you have been carrying. You have held enough heaviness for long enough. I am not asking you to keep managing it. I am asking you to lay it down at my feet, right now. The concerns about the people you love and whether they will be all right. The financial worries that visit you at unpredictable moments and refuse to leave quietly. The health questions that surface and produce anxiety before answers arrive. The uncertainty about what the future holds and whether it holds anything good for you. None of these were ever meant to be carried by you alone. My capacity is sufficient for every one of them, and for everything else you have not yet named. Hand them over, all of it, and receive in their place a peace that is not dependent on circumstances, and a hope that does not waver based on what the current moment looks like. Listen carefully to this. I am doing things in your life right now that are not yet visible to you. I understand that there are seasons where this truth is harder to hold on to than others. I know that confusion arrives and brings with it the question of why certain things happened at all, or why other things remain unchanged when you have been praying about them for a long time. But hear me when I say this. With complete certainty, I am directing every step. Even when the road ahead looks like it disappears into fog, my hand is on you, and I know exactly where we are going. You may not be able to trace the logic of my movements from where you stand, but there will come a moment when you look back at this season, and the coherence of everything I was doing will be unmistakable. Everything is being worked together in your favor. Every seemingly disconnected piece of it. There is a specific reason why this particular message is reaching you at this particular moment. Before today, certain things were not yet in place inside you. There were understandings still being formed, a resilience still being built, a depth of trust that needed more time to develop before it could hold the weight of what I am preparing to release into your life. The difficult things you walked through were not sentences handed down by a distant judge. They were the necessary ingredients of a preparation that was always aimed at your flourishing, my beloved. What I am about to bring into your life is going to exceed what your best imagining has constructed. You have been faithful in your waiting, continuing to pray and believe, even when answers seem to be arriving in the wrong currency, or not at all. But your time has genuinely arrived. I am unsealing doors that have been closed and placing my hand on them so that nothing can shut them again. I am positioning people in your path who carry love and encouragement that is genuine rather than performed. I am bringing healing to wounds that you had privately concluded were simply going to be permanent features of your interior life. I am restoring what appeared irreparable and making roads through terrain that looked entirely impassable. And as I do all of this, I am asking one thing of you. Stay near me. Remain faithful in the posture of humility. Never allow the good things I bring to create a distance between us by shifting your dependence from me to the blessings themselves. I have seen the enemy work to discourage you. I have watched him deliver whispered accusations into the quiet spaces of your mind, telling you that you are not enough, that you have been forgotten, that the pattern of your life is simply how things are going to remain. Those are constructed lies, and they have no foundation in reality. Reject them the moment they arrive. You are more precious to me than you have the framework to fully comprehend. You are chosen with intention, loved without condition, and valued with a depth that has no ceiling. My child, do not turn around and look at the road behind you with the eyes of regret. Everything in your history has been contributing to who you are standing here as today. Every experience, including the ones that caused you genuine pain, has shaped something specific and necessary in you. The compassion you carry was not something you could have developed on an easier road. Let the bitterness go. Choose forgiveness for the ones who hurt you, not as an act of minimizing what happened, but as an act of freeing yourself from a prison that holds you more securely than it holds them. Forgiveness is not something you do for the person who caused the wound. It is something I am asking you to do for yourself, because what it unlocks in your life is far greater than what holding on to the injury ever provided. I am not placing the full weight of this journey on your shoulders alone. I am walking directly beside you through every step of it. When your strength depletes, lean into mine. When the doubts begin accumulating in your mind, speak my name and let what I have spoken over you be louder than what fear has been saying. I am the God who reaches into storms and silences them, who reaches into wounds and heals them, who reaches into darkness and displaces it with light that darkness cannot extinguish. Now, my child, as you step forward from this moment into what comes next, move with a confidence that does not depend on favorable circumstances, but is rooted in the unchanging fact that I go before you. Your future is not a question mark in my hands. Every chapter has been written with care and intention. Whatever tomorrow carries, you will not meet it without me positioned ahead of you, preparing it. Trust me completely. Give me every fear, every worry, every doubt, without keeping any of it in reserve. And watch how I unfold what I have been preparing for your life. My child, there is something more that needs to be spoken, and I need you to stay present for it. Do not let the momentum of this moment carry you past what I am still saying. This is a sacred space, and it was created specifically for you. You have been asking me for a long time, God, when does it become my turn? You have watched from a place that felt stuck, while it appeared that everyone around you was receiving answers, finding their footing, moving into good things, and you have wondered whether something was wrong with you specifically. You have questioned whether my attention had somehow overlooked you in the distribution. But I want you to hear me clearly. I have not forgotten you for a single second. I have been watching and working and positioning and preparing. And now, I am calling you forward. You are entering a new season, but the entrance requires leaving something behind. Not everything that has been part of your story belongs in the next chapter. There are people, thought patterns, habits, attachments, You already sense what I am referring to, because I have been nudging you about them. In that quiet way, I speak to your spirit when I want your attention before I need to speak any louder. You have felt the gentle discomfort that arrives when you move in a certain direction, or spend time in a certain space, or reach for a certain thing. That was my voice, softly redirecting you. Now, I am saying it plainly. Let go. What I am asking you to release is not something I am removing to leave you with empty hands. I am asking you to set it down, so your hands are free to receive what I am bringing. You cannot carry the new thing if your grip is still full of the old one. I know release is not easy. I know that letting go of familiar things, even ones that have not been good for you, produces a specific kind of fear. The known discomfort feels safer than the unknown possibility. And that is simply how the human heart is built. But my child, trust me in this. I am not creating emptiness in your life. When I ask you to release something, I am creating room. What I fill that room with will have a quality and a weight that will make you wonder why you held on to what you held on to. For as long as you did, you have stood in front of closed doors and wept over them. You have asked me to reopen things I intentionally closed, but I did not close those doors as an act of punishment or cruelty. I closed them because the destination they led toward was not the life I built you for. And now, I am placing new doors in front of you, doors that open into spaces filled with genuine freedom and deep healing and authentic joy, and a purpose that fits the actual shape of who you are. All I am asking is that when I say it is time to walk through, you walk through. And it is time. Time to believe again, with the kind of belief that does not require all the evidence to be in hand first. Time to hope again, without the protective layer of skepticism you develop to guard yourself from disappointment. Time to love without the self-protective armor that stops connection before it can become vulnerability. Time to speak words of life over yourself instead of continuing the internal narrative of doubt that has been running far too long. You have waded through enough. You have questioned yourself past the point where it was serving you. You have carried the project of figuring everything out on your own long enough. Let me lead now. Let me be the one holding the map and setting the pace and keeping watch over what is ahead. Let me be the steady presence when everything around you is in motion. I know there are voices in your life, both external and internal, that have been consistently working to make you feel smaller than you are. People whose words landed in places they had no right to go and left marks that are still visible. I need my voice to be louder in your life than any of those. And what my voice says over you is this: you are worthy. You are deeply loved. You are specifically chosen. You are mine. There is no mistake embedded in how you were made. There is no shame that properly defines you. There is no failure that gets to write the final word about who you are. What you carry now is purpose that was placed in you before anyone on this earth knew your name. What you carry now is a promise that I have not withdrawn and have not forgotten. I established it before the foundations of everything that exists, and I have never changed my mind about you. So rise today. not by generating some strength you do not currently feel, but by leaning entirely into mine. Rise out of the pain and the fear and the weight of regret. Stand with the full height of someone who knows they are not defined by what their past says, but by what I say. And what I say is that you are a light that belongs in the dark places, that my strength operating through you makes you stronger than anything that will come against you, that you are ready because I have been making you ready. Through everything you have walked through, I will be present with you in every moment that follows. In the mornings when you wake up uncertain about what the day holds, in the moments when your strength is not sufficient for what the moment requires, in the instances when you do not know what to say or which direction to move, I will be the quiet voice speaking into those spaces. You are never navigating any of this alone, not for a moment. Keep your attention on me. I am the one who builds roads through places that look like solid walls. I am the one who reaches into broken things and makes them beautiful again. I am the one who converts mourning into something it was not when it arrived. And I am doing every one of those things in your life right now. I see you still carrying fragments of the past that have not yet fully released you. Wounds that are older than they look because they have never been properly healed. Words spoken over you that still play in the background of your inner life, even though the person who spoke them has long since moved on. Moments you keep returning to with the wish that they had gone differently. I see the quiet pain you tuck away in the places you think no one has access to. And I want to speak plainly about this. I have never once turned my face away from you in those moments. Every tear that fell, I was present for it. Every hurt that resisted explanation, I felt it with you. I have not stopped loving you through any of it, not through a single moment of it. You are not damaged beyond what I can reach. You are not so far into the broken places that restoration is no longer a realistic possibility. You are not beyond the reach of being made whole. What others interpreted as weakness in you, I see accurately as evidence of something else entirely. The fact that you are still here, still standing, still reaching forward, still maintaining some thread of hope, even in the seasons that gave you very little reason to hope. That is the evidence of something I placed inside you, that external circumstances simply do not have the power to extinguish. But my child, hear this clearly. The healing I want to bring to you is not a patch applied over the surface of what broke. It is something that goes all the way to the root. I do not offer temporary relief that fades when circumstances shift again. I offer a peace that is built into the foundation of your life and does not depend on the weather of the moment. I offer a joy that is not a performance you maintain for the benefit of those around you, but a genuine sustaining reality operating from the inside. I offer a strength that is available specifically in the moments when yours has run out. You have been attempting to heal yourself through management strategies and the passage of time, and the accumulated effort of pretending things were better than they were. But real healing does not come through those channels. It comes through honesty. Honesty with yourself about what actually happened and what it actually cost you. And honesty with me about the parts of yourself You have been keeping at a careful distance from my touch. Let me into those guarded rooms, the ones with the locks on the inside, that you have been turning from within. I am not intimidated by what lives in those spaces. I came specifically for those spaces. Those are the exact rooms my love was designed to enter and transform. Let go of it, my child. Everything you have been managing and maintaining and carrying, the shame that arrived from things that were done to you, and things you did yourself, the fear that has attached itself to your future and keeps projecting worst-case scenarios, the guilt that replays mistakes from a past. I have already forgiven completely and permanently. The questions about why things happened the way they did, all of it, I want to carry it for you. You were never designed to bear any of it alone, and you were certainly never designed to bear all of it simultaneously. You have been operating under a false belief that you need to achieve a certain level of spiritual tidiness before I will move on your behalf. That there is a threshold of performance you have to reach before my love becomes active in your situation. That belief is not true, and it is not from me. I move because I love. My action in your life is not triggered by your performance level. It is an expression of who I am and how I feel about you. I am the one who reaches toward what is broken and lifts it. I am the one who restores what has been scattered and lost. I am the one who makes life grow in the places where everything appeared permanently dead. And yes, I am doing all of that in your specific life right now. You do not have to beg for it, or earn it, or demonstrate sufficient worthiness before it begins. I have already said yes to your healing. Yes to helping you navigate what is ahead. Yes to walking with you through everything this next season holds. The only thing I need from you is your trust. I understand that trust is a tender and complicated thing. For someone who has been let down in specific ways, at specific moments, I know that people made promises to you that dissolved before they were fulfilled. I know that you opened yourself to people who handled what you gave them carelessly. I know the particular exhaustion of building something with someone and watching it come apart. Those experiences left real marks, and I am not minimizing any of them. But I am genuinely not like the people who hurt you. I do not say things I do not mean. I do not make promises with the intention of abandoning them when they become inconvenient. I do not forget what I have committed to. Every word I have ever spoken over your life is still standing. Every promise I made you is still in effect, even the ones you stopped believing in, even the ones that seem to expire from delay. My timing does not operate on the schedule that feels most comfortable from your vantage point, but it is always, always perfect. And the time is now. You are going to begin to feel something lifting from you. Not because every difficult circumstance will evaporate instantly, but because my presence brings a peace that is not dependent on the circumstances being favorable. That peace is already pressing close to you. You can sense the edges of it. That is me, arriving with everything I promised. If your heart is ready to receive more of what I have been holding for you, let that readiness be your response. Take a breath right now, a slow, deliberate breath, and with it, let some of the weight that has been sitting on your chest begin to release. You have been holding so much in for so long. staying strong for people who may not have fully understood what it was costing you, keeping the machinery of your daily life running while something much more fragile was happening underneath. Now it is time to rest inside my presence. I am not asking for your perfection right now, and I never have been. I am asking for your honesty, with your pain, with your hopes, and even with the doubts you feel somewhat guilty for having. I want the real conversation, not the rehearsed one. I see how hard it has been to trust again, after the specific ways trust has been broken in your experience. Life has not always been fair in how it has treated you. People have not always followed through on what they represented to you. Some walked away in moments when staying would have cost them something. Some said the right things while doing the opposite. And a part of you has been quietly watching me and waiting to see if I will eventually prove to be another entry in that same category. My precious one, I did not leave. I have not left. Not when you were expressing your anger at me. Not when you were crying in a way that was really a kind of shouting. Not when you felt so lost that the words for prayer did not come, and what you offered me was simply silence and need. I stayed in every one of those moments because you mattered to me, because my love for you is not a conditional arrangement that holds only when you are presenting your best self. It is constant and personal, and specifically yours. Let this go as deep as it needs to go. You are loved fully and completely in this exact moment, not in a future version of yourself that has resolved all the outstanding issues, not in the cleaned up presentation, but right now, in the middle of every unresolved thing. I love you. I see the dreams you have not spoken aloud, because the distance between where you are and where they would require you to be feels too vast to bridge in conversation. The ones you buried under practicality and the accumulated disappointments of things that did not work out. Those dreams came from me, my child. I placed them inside you with intention, and they did not expire when you stopped believing in them. I am still working toward them, still preparing the conditions for them, still opening the doors they require. At the exact moments those doors need to be opened. Do not let go of hope before the breakthrough arrives. You are closer to it than the current view suggests. I see the thoughts that arrive in the middle of the night and make rest difficult. The what-ifs that do not resolve, regardless of how many angles you approach them from. The worries about tomorrow that crowd out any ability to inhabit today. I am asking you to transfer all of that to me right now. You do not need to hold all of the answers. You were never designed to. What I am asking you to hold is simply the truth that I hold every answer and that I am entirely for you. The story I am writing for your life contains things that will make you laugh again, with the full body, unguarded kind of laughter. It contains a peace that will be present inside your home in a way that changes the atmosphere. It contains a restoration of things in your heart that have been waiting a long time to be whole again. It contains a joy that does not require favorable circumstances to sustain itself, because it is not built on circumstances. Let me be the one teaching you how to trust again. Let me be the demonstration of what love actually looks like when it is consistent and true and does not have a hidden agenda. Let me speak back to you who you are. Not the version your history wrote, not the version other people's words created, but the one I know, because I made you, and I have never lost sight of you. You are chosen. You are mine. You have not arrived too late for anything I have prepared. You are not too broken for any of my promises to apply to you. You are positioned exactly where my reach finds you most completely. My child, I know the weight of days that do not seem to move. I know what it feels like to be giving everything you have to a process that does not appear to be producing visible results. I know the particular discouragement of wondering if the effort is landing anywhere meaningful. But I need you to hear me say this and to actually receive it. Do not stop now. You have covered ground that took more out of you than most people would understand. You have survived things that were genuinely designed to stop you. You have kept some measure of your heart open, even in the seasons that gave you every reason to close it entirely. That means something significant. It moves something in me. Things are already shifting around your life, even if the shift is not yet visible from where you are standing. It is happening in the places that precede what is visible, like pressure building behind a door that is about to open. The answers that have been the subject of your prayers are in motion toward you. The healing you have asked for has been set in motion. The peace you have been reaching for is closer than it has ever been. I am not motionless in your situation. I am actively working in every layer of it, including the layers you cannot access. And I promise you, what you have walked through will not be wasted. The pain will not have the last word. The waiting will be revealed as having been purposeful. And what I bring you into on the other side of it will become a story that reaches beyond your own life and gives other people the courage to keep going. Do not give up before you see what I have been building. Do not stop just before the light comes. The best part of your story is still ahead of you, and I will be walking into it with you, hand in hand, every step of the way. You are mine, and I am nowhere close to being finished with your story. My child, take this moment right now and just be still. Let everything that has been making noise in you settle into quiet for just a little while. You do not need to have the answers today. You do not need to have everything resolved or figured out or controlled. I simply want you to know one thing. In the deepest place you have, I am here, and I am not leaving. Sometimes you have felt that your prayers were too ordinary or too small to command attention, that your voice was too quiet to cut through everything else. But that is not true. I heard every whisper you ever directed toward me. Every tear that fell was something I witnessed with full attention. Nothing you have ever said to me has been ignored, or set aside, or lost in the volume of everything else. Even the prayers you eventually stopped offering, because it seemed like nothing was happening. I remember every one of them. I have been holding them carefully, waiting for the precise moment to act on them. That moment is approaching. You are not anonymous to me. You are not one undifferentiated face in an enormous crowd. I know your name. I know every thought before it fully forms. I know the specific things that produce genuine joy in you. And I know the specific things that keep you from sleeping. And I care about every detail of all of it. Nothing in your life falls into the category of too insignificant for my attention or too enormous for my capacity. You do not need elaborate or perfectly constructed language when you come to me. Simply speak from wherever your heart actually is. I understand even what doesn't make it into words, even the silence that is heavy with things that have not yet found their expression. I hear what the silence is carrying. And let me say this clearly as well. Stop prosecuting yourself for your past. I see how often you revisit old territory in your mind and stand in judgment over decisions that were made by a version of you that knew less, had less, and was carrying more than was ever fair. I have already forgiven everything you have brought to me, and everything you have not yet thought to bring. I am not holding your history against you. I am not measuring your current value against your accumulated mistakes. When I look at you, I see someone who is genuinely trying, someone who keeps reaching toward me, even when the reaching is hard, someone whose heart is in the right direction, even when the steps are unsteady. That is what matters to me. You are not a failure. You are not fundamentally weak. You are in the process of becoming, and becoming takes time and involves falling and rising and learning to release what you thought you needed in order to hold what you were actually built for. I am proud of the distance you have covered, even when you cannot see it accurately yourself. I am proud of the love you keep choosing to extend, even when you have been hurt by love offered in return. I am with you in every moment without exception, in the joy and in the grief, in the long stretches of waiting, and in the confusion of wondering. I have not moved. I will not move. I will carry you through every passage you cannot walk on your own. Rest in that, my child. Receive it fully. Let my love settle over you, like something solid and warm. You do not need to do anything right now, except receive this truth. I am here. I love you. And what I am building in your life, and through your life, is nowhere near finished. Prayer, slow, intimate, unhurried. Before we close, let us bring our hearts together before the Father right now. Dear Jesus, I come to you in this moment, carrying things I have not fully put into words for anyone. You see the tiredness I have been managing, and the sadness that lives underneath the functioning. You see the questions I carry that have not yet found their answers. I know that every part of me that feels too fragile or too broken to present is something you already see completely and love without hesitation. I am asking you to reach into the places in my heart that ache in ways I cannot always explain, places that have needed your touch for longer than I have been willing to admit. Pour your gentleness over the hurt that lives there, and bring a peace to those spaces that only you can bring. Help me feel genuinely safe in your presence. Help me trust that you are actively working in my life, even in the seasons when I cannot trace what you are doing. Lord, if there is bitterness still living in me, or fears you have been feeding, or hurt I have been protecting rather than releasing, help me open my hands and let it go. I do not want anything standing between me and the full healing you want to bring. Teach me how to forgive, even when everything in me resists it. Teach me how to be gentle with my own heart, the way you are gentle with it, as I continue walking this road with you. Send your Spirit to sit close to me and remind me in the moments when I feel most alone that I have never actually been alone. When my thoughts become heavy and disordered, bring your peace into them. When I lose my bearings, speak your direction into the confusion. And as healing comes, let it make me more capable of recognizing the same pain in others and responding to it with the tenderness that you have shown me. Let my story become something that gives someone else the courage to believe that you are real and that you are good and that you do not give up on the ones you love. I place everything I am and everything I am carrying fully into your hands. I trust you as the only true source of the healing I have been looking for. Thank you for loving me exactly as I am right now, in this moment, without requiring me to be anything other than honest. Thank you for never releasing your hold on me. In your name, Jesus. Amen. If this message reached the place in you that needed to be reached today, let your amen in the comments be your declaration of that. And do not let it stop with you. Share this with someone in your life who needs to hear that they are known, that they are loved, and that the one who made them has never once looked away.